What if there was a man who risked everything, his fortune, his reputation, his physical health, everything for his wife? Well, logically speaking, he can only succeed or not succeed. If he succeeded, he would be considered a great husband, a great man who fought for a worthy cause. He would be a hero and respected. Rightfully so. If he failed, ended up dying because of physical health, he would be considered a martyr and still a hero. Now replace that with a soldier fighting for his country. He succeeds, he is a war hero. He is respected throughout his community. Rightfully so. He fails, he is considered a fallen hero and a martyr. Now replace that soldier with somebody who is in it for their own personal financial gain. They conquer, they are willing to fight, they are willing to put themselves at great risk of failure. That person is considered a tyrant. Julius Caesar and Napoleon Bonaparte are considered tyrants. They are respected for their great battlefield ingenuity. They are admired for their great abilities. But at the same time, they are not as respected as a General Grant, who is perceived to have saved the country from being divided, or a General Patton, who stopped the Nazis, partially, because of the cause they fought for. We're not so different if you look into it. But if a man sacrifices his life for something other than himself, he is considered a hero. But if a man is in it for himself, his own personal gain, his own financial gain, he is considered a tyrant. That's because in our society that has a paradigm focused on gynocentrism, women are supposed to be the ones that are supposed to be happy. Women are the ones that are supposed to be respected. Unless a man puts himself through hell for somebody else or for another cause, he is not respected. Now Caesar risked it all. He went to Gaul, raising his own army, getting into a massive debt in order to achieve power. He slept on the floor with his man. He went to the front lines, fought with his man, showed great courage. He conquered Gaul, which is modern-day France, and Britain. If you would replace his end goal with saving Rome, or helping get his wife or poor mother not being captured, released, he would be considered a hero. The only reason Caesar is not considered a hero and is considered a tyrant is because of the ends. But we're not so different if you think about it. The line between Abraham Lincoln and Napoleon Bonaparte is really thin. Lincoln did a lot of things that he felt were necessary, shutting down the free press, blockading parts of the country in order to save the Republic. So history cast him as a hero. Napoleon Bonaparte took equal risk, but because his ends were power instead of his country or his fellow wife, he is considered a tyrant. And the only point I'm making is you got to put things in proper perspective. You got to give Caesar credit for the risk he took. But you also have to admit he became arrogant, power went to his head, and he fell because of his own arrogance. Same thing with Abraham Lincoln. Give him credit for his risk. but just be aware that the line that separates them is very thin, a lot more thin than you would think. The only difference is their end goals, what they hope to achieve in the end.